PHA. Woo, those AKAs.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Deja. Thank you so much for tuning in. So by the looks of this video, we are going to be talking about time management. I cannot stress time management enough, okay? Literally, you guys, it's probably the most important thing, especially if you're very active on campus and you have other things that you have given your time to, along with wanting to give your time to a Greek letter organization. So with that being said, I definitely want to be honest with y'all. My time management skills were not the best because I had to factor into my 4 jobs, class, studying for the probate, and then also pledging. It was very stressful, so stressful to the point to where I got into an argument with the people that I was online with because they expected me to basically cut my hours that I was getting from my jobs. And I felt, me being the person that I was when I was online, I was very me. I was very I. And I didn't understand the importance of we, the importance of us, the importance of unity. But be mindful at the same time, I wasn't getting that back either. So I wasn't about to just all of a sudden, okay, it's an us, when I wasn't getting that from, you know, the people that I was doing this with. So I was very adamant on making sure that working was a top priority because at the end of the day, I just felt like I was not about to quit my jobs and go broke and possibly have my car repoed because I can't meet my payments. You know what I'm saying? And part-time, the reason why I had so many jobs is because part-time money is not enough. It wasn't sufficient enough for me to eat the way that I wanted to eat and pay the bills that I needed to pay. And I wasn't the greatest with my money in the first place during that time. I'm still not, but I'm a little bit better than I was back then, you know? So it was just kind of like my time management skills sucked ass. So if I'm telling you guys any best advice, I mean to get your homework done ahead of time. If you know, y'all, my hands are so ashy. If you know a paper is due this date and it's like on the syllabus, they tell you, oh, this is what the paper is about, here's the research question or whatever, then do it. If you have a reading that's done, do the readings all the way up until 2 weeks in advance. Have notes on them and everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, be prepared for anything because you never know. And you don't want to fall behind on your grades. You don't want to fall behind on your bills. And especially if you're like on a sports team or something like that, you don't want to fall behind on practice and all that other stuff. Now, if you are on a sports team, the organization should know that you are an active member. Y'all, my thigh really itch. You are an active member on this basketball team or this cheerleading team or whatever. So you don't want to sacrifice that either. So go in telling them, hey, this is what I'm doing. Can you make sure that you accommodate this since you want me to be a part of your organization? That's exactly how you should ask it, because then it's just like, oh, damn, okay. And they'll try to, you know, make accommodations. But you definitely want to go in and confident, but you also want to make sure that you give your time as well to it, because you don't want to be half-assed, because you don't want to have all your line sisters and line brothers know the Greek alphabet and you still stuck on beta or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to have to catch up. You want to be on the same level. If not on the same level, then close enough to where you can finesse it until probate. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what I was doing. I was doing a lot of finessing. I was lucky when, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, when I was, you know, practicing with my line sisters, they would drown me out. I would be loud on the things that I knew, but I would definitely, you know, and it's just because I was very trash at time management, and I didn't put as much time in the beginning as I would have liked to on learning my information. But that, needless to say, it all worked out because, you know, once I figured out like, okay, this is not working, because now I'm getting called out and now I need to know this information by myself. So let me not make myself look like a fool and let me get this together. So ultimately what helped me with my time management was not really sleeping. When I say I would take naps, I would take power naps. But I would have to do it so uncomfortable. So I would never sleep in my bed. I would take power naps in my car. I would take power naps on the couch. I would take power naps on like a pile of bunky clothes in my room because my room was a hot mess at the time of me pledging. And I would do that I would take like power naps with the light on, with the window wide open because it was cold outside. So I would do uncomfortable things for me to sleep so that I knew I automatically would wake up because I couldn't enjoy the sleep because I was so uncomfortable. That was my trick, and it actually worked. But then, y'all, literally story time, after I crossed, the day that I crossed, we had a party that we were supposed to go to. I did not go to that party. And the party was for us, honey. I didn't go. I was knocked out, okay? Literally, as soon as I stepped into my house, I had on my presentation outfit and everything. Took off my shoes. I took off them itchy ass tights. And I was like, I'm gonna charge my phone and I'm gonna just rest for a little bit. I literally pulled everything off my bed. I finally could see my cover. Pulled everything off my bed. And I was like, oh, I'm cold too. Let me just lay down. Y'all, when I say that was the best sleep, I had makeup on and everything. I was knocked out. And I didn't wake up until the next day, probate time. And it was so crazy because I had so many messages. I had so many notifications of like people saying, congratulations, congratulations. And then like my line sisters, like we tried to patch it up things when we finally crossed because we were like, we're finally in an organization. Let's just put everything in the past. But it just didn't work out. They were asking me like, hey, where was you at? What was wrong? What was going on? Where was you at? And I was like, I'm sorry, y'all fell asleep. You know what I'm saying? So, time management is everything. Don't lose your sleep, but don't risk your schoolwork, your grades. Don't risk your bills if you have bills, because I definitely had bills, to be a part of an organization. Don't risk your practice time if you're a part of a sport. Make sure that you're putting what needs to be first and try to get a head start on things. You know what I'm saying? Like try to do things that can benefit you to where you're giving your all to everything, but you're not spreading yourself too thin. Okay? So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.